So a lot of people have been coming to me and asking questions like, hey Tracy, when are you gonna start streaming again, or streaming regularly again? What games are you even playing right now? When are you gonna start playing StarCraft 2 again? These are all really great questions, and I am going to be addressing them all in this video. So let me start off with the streaming question. I know in the year 2019, honestly, I have not streamed much at all. There's been lots of jokes that I essentially do a monthly stream. I come in once, I stream, I leave, that's it. And it's pretty true. I have not really been streaming a lot at all. And hopefully, very confident that that is going to change moving forward for the rest of the year. So, honestly, both the month of April and May were pretty hectic for me, and I just really could not find time to just sit down and stream. When I did play games, it was just kind of like my personal time that I just didn't want to, you know, put the face on and do the streaming and stuff. And so, you know, a lot of people need those times, and that's totally fine. A lot of streamers do it, and I'm no exception there. So I've kind of gotten back into a little bit of a regular routine throughout each of my weeks. So I've kind of found time that I can dedicate more to streaming. So the thing that I want to do is Wednesday nights, I'm usually pretty open unless things, you know, change around. I'm very open on Wednesday nights, and Sundays. Wednesdays and Sundays are the 2 days that I have, like, definitely want to start streaming regularly. God, why can't I speak? Those are the 2 days that I want to start regularly streaming, and unless things change, sometimes, you know, on the weekend I travel or I, you know, make plans. So, but Sundays are usually more open for me, and then occasionally throughout the week I have like floater days where I'm not doing anything, and then I'm like, hey, I want to stream. Sometimes my Mondays are free, sometimes Thursdays are free, so I might hop on and do a stream on Monday or Thursday. But Wednesday, Sunday are like my definite days that I want to get back into streaming more. You might also have noticed that I've been making more YouTube videos recently, and I hope to continue to do that. I don't really have a definite I'm going to start being a YouTuber now or anything like that. I just kind of have been enjoying doing more video content. I like doing vlogs. I like doing these kind of little videos where I talk about things that isn't a live stream, and I kind of want to do a little bit more of that and make that kind of content. It's something I've kind of had an itch to do and just kind of want to get into it. So hopefully I'll be making more of these, and so that's some other content you might see throughout the weeks for me, but that's definitely not on like a set schedule, or I'm gonna upload every Tuesday and Friday. Like, this is kind of just more of a upload when I want to thing, but more regularly. Now moving on to the actual games that I will be playing. I'm going to start off with the most hot topic that a lot of people have been asking me, both online and even in person when I see friends or see people at events. A lot of people ask me, hey Tracy, are you ever going to stream StarCraft 2 again? So I've never made like an official quote-unquote public statement about this. I know a lot of more personalities in the StarCraft scene will either make like a long Twitter post or post on Reddit or Team Liquid or something about why they're quitting and blah 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 blah. I'm not that big of a person, so I don't feel like I need to do something like that, but it still is a question that a lot of people ask, and I feel like I should kind of have a quote-unquote statement or reasons why for what I'm gonna say. And so I can refer to this video if people ask that question. So the answer is no. I have no plans to play StarCraft 2 right now or in the foreseeable future. I'm pretty much like done with playing StarCraft 2. That's kind of been a hard thing for me to actually say out loud and admit for multiple reasons. Reason number one is I always like kind of was sad when my favorite personalities would make an announcement that they're quitting or retiring, or my favorite players, and I didn't want to be that person that lost their passion. I know in the StarCraft scene people make a lot of jokes about, oh, you lose your passion and blah blah, and it kind of made me sad. Like, I didn't want to be that person. I have been very dedicated to StarCraft 2 for many years. If you talked to me a year or two ago, like in the peak of my passion and excitement for StarCraft, like I was all about it, and it was like the one game I looked forward to playing and looked forward to talking about. And for good reason. I spent a lot of hours playing. It's my most played game ever is StarCraft 2, and I got to Diamond 2, which is a pretty good accomplishment. And I know a lot of people who watched me always wanted to see me hit Masters, and I too really wanted to hit Masters League, but I kind of peaked at a certain level and I didn't really make that commitment to improve, and I just kind of played, and you know, I'm okay with ending at Diamond 2 for now. Maybe one day, many years down the road, I might want to play again, but honestly, right now, I'm just okay with leaving it at that, and you know, I did what I did. I watched a lot of tournaments, stayed up watching GSLs, went to many dream hacks, went to many events to, you know, show my passion for the game. And so it's really hard for me to kind of let go of all of that because it was such a big part of my life for a while. But I've found new hobbies, I've found new things that I love, and I'm okay with that. I'm ready to move on, and I'm ready to tell you all that. I'm ready to move on. The second reason I was not looking forward to sharing this was I was kind of scared of losing a lot of people. This happens with any sort of streamer, content creator, whatever you want to call it. If you are making a certain type of content and then you suddenly stop doing that, a lot of people are like, I'm a peace out, like I don't care about this other stuff you're making. They don't stay for you, they just kind of leave. And that's, StarCraft 2 is definitely a very niche audience, niche scene where people are all about StarCraft and nothing else. So if you're playing a game that is not StarCraft, people are like, bye, peace out. And that happens all the time when I stream games that aren't StarCraft. To this day, I'm sure many months into the future, I'll still be getting people coming into my Twitch chat and being like, oh, you're not playing StarCraft? Oh, I'm gonna leave. And it's like, okay, it's really annoying, but it is what it is, and it's just been very hard for me to say that to people because I'm afraid they're gonna just hit the unfollow and peace out. And you know what? Over these many months of like reflection or whatever, I have said, that's okay. If people want to leave, they can leave, find other StarCraft content that they want, and I hope they do, and I hope they enjoy that. And I will make my own new community of people who enjoy the stuff that I'm currently streaming or the content that I'm making. And I already kind of have. I've already gotten people who are enjoying some of my other stuff. So it's okay. I've gotten over that little thing and I've moved on, and it's all good. So if you were watching this video and you see that, you know, you were a fan of my StarCraft content, you're sad, and you might leave, that's okay. You know, do what you want. And very quickly, the final reason I was worried about saying I'm done with StarCraft is losing a lot of my friends. I've actually made a lot of friends and a lot of really great connections through StarCraft 2. It really was like a community I felt very comfortable with. I felt like I belonged in a way, and I was really afraid that I would lose a lot of those friends when I, you know, stopped going to StarCraft events, when I stopped streaming it and talking about it. But you know what? I've talked with a lot of the people who've become my close friends through StarCraft, and they too, many of them have also stopped playing as much as they used to. They stopped making the content and doing the things for StarCraft and going to the events. They too have kind of moved on, and I've realized that our friendships were, even though we found each other through StarCraft, our friendships aren't molded by that, and we all have new interests and things that we can connect on, and we can hang out still and still, you know, be part of that. And it's not just all about StarCraft. So I'm very happy that I've made so many friends, and you know, some of them I kind of fall out of touch with because it's like we don't really have much in common anymore, but my good close friends are still around, and that makes me really happy that I was able to make those friends through StarCraft. And even though we're not playing, we've moved on. Whew, okay, so now that I've kind of explained all of that and given my little soapbox of why I'm not playing StarCraft anymore, now on to the actual question that's asked in this video of what games are you playing, Tracy? So I want to talk about them. First off, you may have already seen this a little bit, the game that I have streamed a little bit this year, though albeit not much, but I've at least dabbled in it, is Gwent. Care for a game of Gwent? Northern Realms deck, anyone? Gwent has been a very fun game for me. Gwent was in beta for a long time, and they finally launched the full standalone game last year, and I didn't really play the beta very much. Very minimally played the beta. But once the game fully launched, I was like, hey, this might be a good time to actually really get into Gwent and try playing it. And so I did. And I've been playing it a little, you know, every here and there since it's launched. The issue I'm finding is, like many games, like many competitive games, the metas change a lot, decks change a lot, things change a lot in Gwent, and I'm finding it very difficult to keep up with that. And so I'm trying my best. I watch some Gwent streams, I, you know, follow the subreddit, and I, you know, try to keep as much as I can, but, you know, being that I have a full-time job, I have a lot of things I'm doing, I have other hobbies, it's hard to really stay on top of what's going on in Gwent. But I try to take it more casually, a very casual approach, and just kind of play it for fun, and I've been enjoying it. So I do want to continue to stream Gwent and make some sort of Gwent content. It's not going to be skill-based at all. Like, I'm not going to make like how to play Gwent or anything like that, or how to make Skellige decks. I'm not going to do that. But I am going to, you know, try my best to make kind of more entertaining, fun content. A lot of people I know actually don't really play Gwent. I'm the only person I know. Well, no, there's some people I know who play Gwent, but I think a lot of my community is also new to Gwent, so we can kind of learn together or kind of play it together, so, you know, maybe it'll be fun. But I definitely want to continue to play Gwent. The next game on my list of games that I'm kind of currently playing is Magic the Gathering Arena. So, take everything that I just said about Gwent, put it to Magic, and put it times 1,000, okay? Magic is a very complicated card game, and I am fresh meat, brand new to Magic the Gathering. I have not played the standalone card game. I am just jumping into Arena with no previous experience, and it is like, okay. So why am I so interested in playing Magic? I actually have been playing a D&D campaign, a Ravnica D&D campaign, and I've just like, honestly, I've fallen in love with the lore and the universe of Magic the Gathering, so now I really want to play the game. And I also saw a lot of it at PAX East, and it's really like getting a lot of attention, and you know, Wizards is really like putting a lot into it, so it's caught my interest. I do like esports, and I like watching like competitive game play, and you know, StarCraft used to be my esport, and now I'm like trying to find something else that gets me excited, and there's not really a lot of games that are competitive that get me excited. But Magic actually catches my interest, and so I am very, very, very much trying to learn how to play, but I am the most beginner of beginners when it comes to Magic. And that's the thing with these card games, I actually don't get into them because I like card games, but more that I like the lore and the universe. Gwent, I got into because of The Witcher and because I'm obsessed with The Witcher. And now Magic I'm trying to play because I'm playing a D&D campaign and just like Ravnica. So I'm like not a skilled card player. Card games are not easy, so I am very, very much trying to learn. The good thing is I have friends both online and offline who are avid Magic players, so they are able to help me. So at least I have people, because getting into it by yourself is very difficult. But having some friends or people you know who are into it and who can teach you how to play, that helps a lot. So if I get the courage and muster up the courage to play it, I'm going to attempt to stream it at some point. But I don't feel confident enough where I can do like a good stream yet with Magic, because I'm still very much learning the basics. I've done like basic tutorial like stuff, but I really want to get into it more, and I'm very much interested in Magic. So we'll see where that takes me. Maybe 6 months from now I'll watch this video and laugh at how much of a noob I was. Or like, wow, Tracy, you were so adorable and young and trying to get into something. Who knows? Or I might just like try and give up and move on because, you know, whatever. And the next game that I've played and also streamed a few times is Civilization 6. So Civ 6 has been a lot of fun. It's a more casual, relaxed, very chill game. I love strategy games. I've obviously played a lot of real-time strategy, so turn-based strategy, honestly I just love strategy games. So getting into a turn-based strategy game like Civ has been really, really good for me and very fun. It's a very chill, relaxing game to play. But Civ is also a game that I am brand new to. I have not played any of the previous Civ games, and I'm just getting into Civ 6, and I have Gathering Storm and basically all the expansions. So I am just kind of learning as I go. So even the few times that I have streamed it, you'll see I'm very, very beginner, very basic, learning the basics of Civ. But it's one that I feel like I'm kind of catching up on quicker than the card games. So I'm learning it a lot quicker and I'm understanding it a lot quicker. So you probably will see more streams of me just playing Civ. That's like my Sunday night, like I just want to relax, or even like after work, I just want to relax. So Civ 6 is a game I definitely will be playing a lot more, so hopefully you guys will enjoy my Civ stuff. And finally, the last game I want to talk about that I hope to be playing very soon is The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild. So Breath of the Wild has been out for a while now, and I am very ashamed that I haven't played it because I very much am a passionate fan of Zelda, of the Zelda series. My favorite game of all time, if you don't know, is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time, and The Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask is my second favorite game. So I very much love Zelda, and I've heard that Breath of the Wild is just amazing. So I need to freaking sit my ass down and play it, because I haven't sat down and played it yet. I have a Switch, I just need to set up my Elgato capture card, set the stream up, and just play it, because I know once I get into it, I'm gonna fall in love. A lot of people said when I was playing through The Witcher last year, The Witcher 3, they were like, you guys know I was captivated by the story and everything in The Witcher 3. I looked forward to my streams, I looked forward to playing The Witcher every day, and I know that I'll probably feel the same way once I get into Breath of the Wild. It's just a matter of setting it up and sitting down so I can actually stream it. So I plan on doing that very, very, very soon. And I look forward to actually playing through Breath of the Wild because I know I'm gonna love it and I'm very excited to play. So let me know if you liked Breath of the Wild, if you've already played it. Let me know down below what your favorite things are and just how you enjoyed it. So hopefully you can watch as well. So that's it for the games that I plan on streaming, games that I'm kind of playing when I find the time. As you guys know, like I have a full-time job, so that eats up a lot of my day and a lot of my energy. And I also play in many, many D&D campaigns. Just to give you guys a glimpse of my schedule, of the schedule of Miss Magitech, I have one weekly campaign that we've been playing for 2 years at work. We have our weekly work campaign that we basically play every Tuesday. Then I have a Ravnica campaign that is sort of bi-weekly now. We're kind of on and off based on everybody's availability. Kind of moving to Thursdays maybe, I don't know, but I have a Ravnica campaign that I'm playing in. Then I have a Waterdeep, a smaller campaign that I'm playing with a smaller group of friends that we play usually on Friday nights. And that's a fun one, my Friday Night Waterdeep campaign. So that's 3. And then the 4th is I'm playing an Eberron campaign online, and that is used to be Thursdays, but it's kind of been moving around as well. So I'm currently committed to 4 D&D campaigns that happen throughout my week. Sometimes it doesn't happen every week, sometimes it's bi-weekly, etc., but basically like 4 campaigns in my week that is all offline, so it makes it hard for me to find time to stream or play games. And then I also have my Saturday morning stream on twitch.tv/roll4it. Plug. We're doing Game of Thrones right now, and we previously played Vampire the Masquerade. That's one thing that I will always be doing. Like, catch me Saturday mornings streaming on Roll4it. I'm always there. So that's technically 5 campaigns that I'm in right now. That is a lot. But I've absolutely been loving my D&D campaigns, and I hope to kind of make more videos in the future talking about those campaigns if you're interested. Some people are. I occasionally write in my Discord stories of what happens. So just to give you a glimpse of what I'm doing. But anyway, this has been a lot of talking. If you've stayed for this whole video, God bless you, and I hope that you enjoyed it. And thank you again to everybody who has stuck around, who stays subscribed to me on Twitch, who's kind of just been following my content. I really appreciate you guys. Y'all are amazing, and I appreciate you very much. And I really hope to continue to bring fun content and entertain you all in the future. So thank you again. And one last thing, I do have a Discord that I pretty actively chat in, and that's really where you can get the most like up-to-date things on what's going on, what's happening in my life. So if you want to join our Discord below, I have, pretty active community, so I hope you guys can join. And that's all. Give this video a like if you did like it, and maybe a subscribe. Man, this is weird, being a YouTuber. Did they do this at the end of every video still? Do people still ask for like and subscribe? I don't know. Alright, see you guys. I'll see you soon. Bye!